Today we are looking at a 4K dashcam upgraded from 12 months to 24 months warranty, which is good to see. It runs on this app. I have used this app before when I reviewed another dashcam. So you can scan this QR code, App Store or Google Play. At the back here we have some more information. So the front 4K dashcam has a 170-degree field of view. The rear dashcam is 1080p. Free Wi-Fi and app control, 1.47-inch LCD screen, loop recording, 24-hour parking monitoring. I don't know if a hardwire kit is included. If it isn't included, you will need to purchase that separate. G sensor, so that basically on impact, it locks the file so it won't get overwritten. Night vision, playback. It has some QR codes here for support. If you need email support, you can scan this. And that's for watching videos on the dashcam. 4K, that's the front camera, 1080p rear camera, 170-degree field of view front camera, 140-degree field of view rear camera, night vision, loop recording, playback, Wi-Fi and app, 24-hour parking mode. It's written here, need hardwire kit. G sensor. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and please subscribe to watch more reviews. That looks like the front dashcam. We'll have a look at that in a bit. So we get a crowbar. Well, most manufacturers call this a crowbar. That's to help you tuck your cabling in. We have a little, I call it a SIM ejector tool, but it's one of them reset pin things. An extra 3M adhesive for the front camera. If you don't want to mount the camera directly to your windscreen, you could use this first and then put your dashcam on this. Some QR codes there. Instruction booklet. It is well written, this. They do offer a lot of support through the different methods of communication here. We have some specifications here. Model number BT25. This is good to know. Lens aperture f1.8. So the lower the f number, the better it is because more light hits the sensor. And this will give you better image quality. Even in low lighting, it will give better image quality. This will go into your car cigarette lighter. It's a pass-through one, which is a good thing, so you could still charge your phone as well if you want to. I don't know how long this cable is. It's good quality and it is a Type-C cable. A sticky for the rear camera. It has two little screws there as well, so you can mount this on your number plate if you want, or if you don't want to mount it on the outside of your car, you use that sticky to stick it inside the rear windscreen. That's the dashcam there. And as it said on the box, 1080p. Again, I don't know how long this is. I think it'll be about 20 meters. This will fit into the front dashcam. Let's have a look at the front dashcam. The front of the dashcam, 4K Ultra HD Wi-Fi. That's a speaker, 170-degree lens. On this side, we have a Type-C port, AV. That's where the rear camera will fit. And we have a pre-installed 64GB micro SD card in the micro SD card slot there. So that little pin they've included, this camera doesn't have a reset button. That's to help you take the micro SD card out, which is good thinking actually. 3M adhesive sticker already applied onto the bracket. As you can see, we have a lock off and a lock on the bracket. If you want to bring the dashcam inside, you just slide this and that part will stay in the car and the dashcam will come inside. That just sits on there. 1.47-inch screen. That's a lock button. So if you want to lock the recording yourself, if you see something, you just push that and it will lock the recording. You'll get a yellow icon on there. Power on off. Rear camera, go there. If I push that, you could flip the view around as well. So that's the rear camera now. So push it again. Push it again. Taking us to date and time. Push it again. That's the front camera. If I push it again, it will take us back to the rear camera. Let's link it to the app. I already have the app installed. I go to add camera. Okay, so I need to go and connect to the Wi-Fi. There it is, DashCam BT. So this is a hotspot, DashCam hotspot. You don't need to use your own Wi-Fi. Password is 12345678. Let's connect. Both cameras are mounted. We are doing some nighttime driving now to show you some nighttime footage. You could see there it's saying rec, it's recording, it's giving the time. I have this on a 3-minute loop. At the bottom on the left hand side, if I push this, it will turn the rear camera. Push it again, it will bring me to the front camera. Microphone, it was muted, I've unmuted it now. The microphone is on. We could pause from here. Turn it back on. Could take a picture. That will get saved in the phone album. We have camera file. So here we've got loop recording of front camera and rear camera. Snapshot. Locked album. Parking. I don't have a hardwire kit, so there won't be anything in the parking anyway. Go to camera settings. You have sound recording, speaker volume, video resolution, loop recording duration, time watermark, you can turn that off if you want, collision sensing, parking mode, we have Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi password, firmware, format SD card. It's very important to do that. As soon as you turn the dashcam on, it will tell you anyway to format the micro SD card. If you make any changes, you can factory reset them as well. This has a nice simple app. I have used this app before with other dashcams. If you don't know much about technology, you like this app because it's really easy to use. It doesn't have any sub-menus. It doesn't bring any ads. Okay, I'll show you some daytime and nighttime footage now. Before I show you the footage, 2 things to mention. The quality you guys are going to see will be slightly reduced because YouTube compressed the file. There isn't anything I can do about that. Second thing, the rear camera is 1080p. However, the quality you guys are going to see will be further reduced because I have a light tint on my rear windscreen. So do bear that in mind when you are watching the rear view footage. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the image quality. Me, for the price, I'm surprised. The front camera and the rear camera, they're quite well actually. Even at night time, they're okay. You could still see the number plates and stuff. Of course, the front camera does have better quality because it's 4K and the rear is 1080p, and as I mentioned, my screen is tinted, so that will be impacting the footage as well. And when I upload the footage, YouTube compressed the file as well. Do bear that in mind. But to me, it's a decent dash cam. If you want to pick it up, check the link out in the description box below. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please leave a like and please subscribe to watch more reviews. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.